I worked on that one. Thank you. I'll be here all. That's not a joke. Dang it. I told myself not to do that. I would like to kick off our evening by inviting an alumni from our programs here at the Innovation Center and the St. Vrain Valley School District abroad. Please welcome Owen Willis.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Wilcox, and hi everyone. Welcome to the Innovation Center's annual Senior and Innovation Champion Night. I got that right. This is an exciting event, as you all know, as we get to celebrate the class of 2026 seniors, as well as the incredible innovation champions who have supported them throughout their time here in St. Vrain and at the Innovation Center. As you know, my name is Owen Willis, and I'm a proud 2023 graduate of the Innovation Center in Frederick High School. I now attend Colorado State University, go Rams, where I study journalism and media communication. I also serve as an intern in the St. Vrain Valley Schools Communications Office and support Innovation Center initiatives here through the Mobile Innovation Lab and the social media team. The Innovation Center is a special place for me, and I'm sure it is for many of you in attendance today. I first got involved with the Innovation Center my sophomore year when I took an Apple certification course via WebEx during COVID. And from there, I joined the tech team where we worked alongside district technology services to repair devices and provide customer service to individuals around the district. That opened the opportunity for me to work on the mobile lab, create videos on the creative content team, and develop my durable communication skills, opening my eyes to a passion area of storytelling, which influenced and changed the trajectory of my future. I owe a lot to this place and the people who work here, and I can say without question that my future would look completely different had I not been involved here. Seniors, I know at this time of year you are likely receiving lots of advice, both solicited and unsolicited, as you embark on your next steps. So here's a few more pieces of advice from someone who sat where you are sitting just a few years ago. Take a minute and look around. You are surrounded by people who celebrate you, people who care for you, and people who have been instrumental in your success in your journey. As you prepare to graduate from St. Vrain, I encourage you to take a moment to thank everyone who has supported you throughout your pre-K through 12 journey. Also, make an effort to stay in touch with your program manager and all of us here at the Innovation Center. And because no matter what your next steps are, we'll be here cheering you on and are so excited to see what you all do next. The opportunities you have taken on here at the Innovation Center and in St. Vrain have provided you with a strong competitive St. Vrain advantage that will lead to your success in all of your future endeavors. Thank you all again for being here this evening, and seniors, I look forward to watching you take the future by St. Vrain storm.
Few people in this room will know how much I appreciate what Owen Willis just did there. Special. Seniors, I'm going to invite you guys to come down. Miss Socorro is going to invite you guys to line up and come down, and you're going to come to this blue tape over here. Mr. Reitzig has a certificate for you, and we're going to read your names one by one. In addition to that, we're going to say a few things about you that you wanted to share with the greater community here tonight. As we're doing that, I'm just going to ask everybody to hold their applause for all of the seniors until the end, and we'll do the same thing as we honor our mentors tonight as well. Sky Bauer. Sky is a part of the Aero team, plans to study aerospace engineering overseas, and favorite part about being at the Innovation Center was learning and developing new skills, being a part of the community and learning from mentors and peers.
The next one is Tucker Beasley. They were part of the machine team, and they're going to study mining Engineering at Colorado School of Mines. And their favorite part of being at the IC was learning CAD through the Innovation Center and getting hands-on experience.
Brooke Boatman, part of the drone performance team, plans to attend the University of Colorado Boulder in the Leeds School of Business for Marketing. And favorite part has been being a part of making history on the drone performance team, going to Florida with the team because it was really fun and impactful for her communication skills.
All right. We have Willow Cahill. Willow is on the creative content team, the drone performance team, and the live stream team. So Willow is going to go to EMT school at Ames Community College, and Willow's favorite part of the IC is being able to pursue her love of film and aviation with the creative content team, the live stream team, and the drone performance team, and then turning it into a career.
Valencia Chayati, part of the entrepreneurship team, Opportunity Climb, plans to study marketing on a pre-law track at CU Boulder. Favorite part was achieving lots of internships and certifications.
We have Benjamin Champ. He is on the Aero team and the drone performance team. And in the fall, he will be attending CU for aerospace engineering. Benjamin's favorite part of the IC is his time on the aeronautics team and the countless experiences and things that he's learned through it.
Sheila Chan, part of the entrepreneurship team, plans to major in finance and accounting as an investment banker and will be attending CU Boulder. Favorite part of her time at the Innovation Center was acquiring 6 certifications during her senior year. Impressive.
We have Daniel Cisneros, part of the drone performance team. And next year, Daniel is going to be going to CU Denver for their film and television program. And the best part of the Innovation Center is exploring and developing his passion for film.
Nehemiah Krill, part of the machine team, plans to take a gap year and then study mechanical engineering in college. Favorite part was getting to learn something new every day, things that he will get to use in his professional life.
Alexia Diva on the creative content team and the mobile lab team. And she is going to attend Northwest Missouri State University to study speech and theater education. And Alexia's favorite part at the IC is getting the opportunity to connect with the community and bring opportunities to students while getting to learn things about herself in the process.
Brielle Diba, part of the mobile lab team, robotics leadership team, plans to attend Colorado Christian University with a double major in business analytics and business administration and management. That's a mouthful. Favorite part of the Innovation Center was getting to grow with the students that she works with on both the mobile lab and robotics leadership teams, as well as her coworkers and bosses.
We have Kylie Edwards on the robotics leadership team and the socially assistive robotics team. Favorite part, next year they're going to study mechanical and aerospace engineering at Colorado School of the Mines. And their favorite part at the IC is being a part of the community that's developed over the past couple of years.
Julian Finch. That's not you. Go back to the blue tape. Julian Finch is a part of the Symphonation Music Leadership Team, plans to study microbiology at CSU, and favorite part of his time at the Innovation Center was presenting at the 2026 Colorado Music Educator Association Conference as part of the Symphonation team.
Now it's you. Parker Frost on the aquatic robotics team. Next year he's going to major in physics and pursue interests in history. And Parker's favorite thing about the Innovation Center is the welcoming hands-on environment.
Maya Haux, part of the cyber tech team and Opportunity Climb, plans to be studying cybersecurity at business at Northeastern University. Favorite part of her time at the Innovation Center was helping develop our first cyber internship and being a part of it, creating a network security plan for a local company.
Okay, we have Magnus Henry, was on the aeronautical engineering team. And next year, Magnus is going to study engineering at a community college. And the favorite part of the IC was building an actual plane and having a lot of fun doing it.
Alan Ivan Mendez, part of the robotics leadership team, Plans to attend Colorado School of Mines for Mechanical Engineering. Favorite part of time at the Innovation Center was building a soda pyramid and working with his team. Russell is coming. We can go ahead and do it now since he's right there, because why not?
Okay, we have Russell Jarvis, and he is on the game design team in Opportunity Climb and the socially assistive robotics team. And next year, Russell's going to do computer science at Front Range and then transfer for software engineering. His favorite part of being at the Innovation Center is being forced to think outside the box and solving problems related to project teams.
Nice. Cooper Keene, part of the live stream team, plans to pursue an accelerated master's in mechanical engineering, most likely at University of Colorado Boulder. Favorite thing about the Innovation Center was getting to fly the LiDAR drone with Colin in the drone applications class.
Okay, and we have Eli Kraus on the cyber tech team and Opportunity Climb. Next year, Eli is going to study quantum physics at Arizona State University. And his favorite part of the IC is hosting the Code Zone competition each year and the amount of free pizza he ate over the 4 years. We like pizza.
Nora Linseth is part of the live stream team, plans to go to St. Olaf College to study Spanish and do the pre-med track. Favorite part of the Innovation Center was meeting all of her amazing coworkers and getting to learn about film.
Okay, Natalie Madera on the creative content team and the live stream team. Next year, Natalie is going to study photography at Front Range, and her favorite part is working on the summer camps and guiding with the elementary schoolers.
Kaylin Mahone, part of the ISAT internship team, plans to go to Colorado State University and major in mechanical engineering with a focus on aerospace. Favorite part was being a part of the student AI learning team with ISAT, where she learned about programming, artificial intelligence, and applying her skills by working on her own machine learning problems.
Josephine Moore on the cyber tech team. Next year, Josephine is going to CSU for pre-med, and her favorite part is working on the Code Zone competition.
Misha Nelson. Misha Nelson is a part of Opportunity Climb. Is deciding between going to college or expanding his current cybersecurity internship into a full-time job. Favorite part of the Innovation Center was having so many opportunities to learn and grow inside cybersecurity internships and NASA Hunch project.
Okay, we have Kisuke Onaku on the STEAM team, and Kisuke is going to work full-time for a gap year and then go to Front Range and CSU for apparel and merchandising. And his favorite thing at the ICU is the team community and the projects that we were involved in.
Victor Oshmian, part of the AI leadership team, plans to attend the Colorado School of Mines. And favorite part was working on the project Remind, where his team and his team developed a tool to help communication between patients with Alzheimer's and their caregivers. Amazing.
Okay, Milo Peterson on the cyber tech team. Next year, Milo is going to get his undergraduate degree in engineering, and his favorite part at the IC was helping out the senior community at the Senior Citizens Project.
Din Pham, part of the accessibility team, aquatic robotics team, and machine team, plans to study biomedical engineering at Johns Hopkins University. Unfortunately, he got sick today, so he couldn't come, but is looking forward her favorite part was working on projects that support people with disabilities both in Colorado and internationally.
Okay, next we have Jeremy Patterson, and he was on the aquatic robotics team. He's going to study physics at Oregon State University next year. And his favorite part of his time at the IC was being able to find creative solutions to real engineering problems.
Jacob Puman. Jacob is part of Opportunity Climb, plans to attend CU Boulder for electrical and computer engineering, intending to minor in quantum engineering. Favorite part of the IC was opportunities to work on cybersecurity-focused internships, such as the Ecuador Support Initiative, which allowed him to apply his skills on projects with actual impact.
Rachel Pichette on the AI leadership team. Next year, Rachel is going to community college and then going to transfer to a university for a pre-med program. Her favorite thing at the IC was the WACI conference. That was so much fun to participate in with the AI leadership team. And the first project, Fetch a Friend, was very successful.
Caden Richards was a part of the aquatic robotics team, plans to go to South Dakota School of Mines. Favorite part of the Innovation Center was the freedom we get, not bound by math or science classes. You want to build robots, go build them.
We have Abigail Rogers on the creative content team and the live stream team. Next year, Abigail is going to Columbia College, Chicago to study film and television. And one sentence could never cover the amount of words and praises that she has for her time at the IC. So I think you need to ask her about it.
Good advice. Ashton Rudolph is a part of the aeronautics team, plans to go to college to study professional flight. Favorite part of his time at the IC was having the freedom to come up with a proposed idea and the support and resources to bring it to reality.
And we have Jamie Sammer on the Aero team. Next year, Jamie's going to study UAS at Ames Community College. And his favorite part is being on the drone team, the memories that he made, and the relationships with mentors and teachers.
Claire Schultz, part of the accessibility team, Symphonation music leadership team, plans on attending the University of Northern Colorado to study psychology. Favorite part of the Innovation Center was establishing the annual Accessibility Night, providing a platform for the community to connect with people of all abilities, making real positive change in our community. Side note, I added the making real positive change in our community. She said it much less prideful than that, but I felt like it was something that needed to be said. Great job.
We have Eric Simonson on the drone performance team. Next year, Eric is going to attend Fort Lewis College to study visual and performing arts, and his favorite part was setting up the drones for each show.
Samantha Stryker was a part of the cyber tech team, is going to be studying computer science at Cornell University, and her favorite part was connecting with the community at our Cyber Savvy Seniors presentations.
And Andrew Swanson is on the drone performance team and the mobile lab team. Next year, Andrew is going to attend UC Santa Cruz for a degree in marine biology. And his favorite part is working with the teachers and mentors because they're so kind and so supportive and are always interested in helping the students.
Matthew Weber, part of the drone performance team, plans to attend Ames Community College to become an airline pilot. Favorite part of the Innovation Center was the opportunities, so many opportunities.
And Emily Whiteley on the drone performance team. Next year, Emily is going to attend CU Boulder, majoring in computer science and minoring in music. And her favorite part is being on the drone performance team since its founding in 2024.
Nat Yokunavat, part of the cyber tech team and Opportunity Climb, plans to study integrative physiology at CU Boulder on the pre-med track. Favorite part of the Innovation Center was collaborating on a cyber safety project where he designed educational materials that directly protected senior citizens from online threats. Please take one moment now. I think you can go to the next slide, and let's applaud all of our seniors. Part of creating a competitive advantage for our students is creating opportunity. And that opportunity is only possible because of our mentors. Obviously, our support by the school district, having actual students in the building, also important. But what our mentors provide to our students is incredibly invaluable. The wisdom that they share, the experience that they share, the friendship that they have is something that our students will take with them, most of which they might not even realize the value until much, much later in life. So I really couldn't say enough about our mentors. So I'm going to take a moment now. We're gonna celebrate our mentors now. So same as with the seniors, if you would hold your applause until the end. We have lots of mentors who were not able to make it tonight. So we're gonna share a few of their names. Dr. Damon Brown, please come on up. Damon is a part of the cyber tech team and cyber internships. His advice to you seniors, listen carefully, stay curious and keep learning. What you do after graduation matters less than how willing you are to grow, adapt, and take ownership of your path. Build strong relationships and protect your character, because your reputation and the people you surround yourself with will shape more opportunities than any single achievement.
Okay, Tanya Bashir. Tanya is part of the AI and creativity team and the Creative AI Real World Impact. And her advice is to stay curious and question stuff, to get out there, get involved in your community, and experience life for yourself.
I think it would be wise if Mr. Reitzig explained this big change that took place, and I forgot about it. We did change the name Mentors. Do you want to explain why? Blast. We're not calling them mentors anymore. We fall into that old language. They are mentors, but the folks that were invited tonight were not just project team mentors. Folks that were invited tonight and we're celebrating are beyond just mentors. They're advisors, they're mentors, they are innovation champions. So we're calling them innovation champions now as an umbrella term for many different individuals who support our programs and speak life into our programs from industry's perspective most of the time. And so we want to make sure that we celebrate them properly. Thank you, Mr. Reitzig, for catching that. Do you want a shot? Okay, he says no. Jay Clannon was part of the Symphonation team and an advisory board member. Advice from Jay was take the time to explore all the possibilities out there when it comes to your passion. If you love music, find out all the ways that you could make music a part of your life and future career. Ask advice of others in the fields you could see yourself in, and take the time to travel to the places that you might find your calling.
We have Mark Crawford, part of the Music Innovation Advisory Board. And Mark's advice is the grass may always look greener on the other side of the fence, but sometimes it's because that grass is fake. In an ever-changing world, follow your passion and your heart. They'll lead you somewhere real, even if the path isn't always clear.
Melissa Davis is a bioscience advisory board member for the last 4 years. Her advice was find what you like about each educational experience. Talk with your college TAs and professors about their work and their paths to it, and go for the opportunities to come your way, even if you're not 100% sure if that's what you'll end up doing as a career. This will all take you somewhere good. Wes Ferruya is a part of the IC Aquatic Robotics team and has been for a decade. We're getting to the point where a lot of these innovation champions are not exactly sure how many years they've been a part of the program anymore, and they're guessing. So he's 9, 10, something like that. His advice was don't be afraid to ask your TAs and professors for help. Most of them are happy to accommodate your needs or concerns within reason, especially if they see you actively engaged in the class.
Okay. Paul Hollingstead. He's part of the aeronautical engineering and computer science teams. Again, another person who's been here for 10, maybe more years. His advice is to keep on exploring and upward and outward.
Lacey Huffman has been a part of the conservation data science team for a couple of years, and her advice was you don't have to have everything figured out after graduation. Just stay curious. Say yes to opportunities that interest you, and always be willing to learn something new.
Okay. Tim King. He is part of the Opportunity Climb program for the past couple years and PTech for 4 years. I know that he's not here because he just had a grandchild was just born. So, but his advice is to continue doing your best, always be learning, and enjoy life. Above all, be kind to others and to yourself.
Mac Kobza has been a part of several of our programs. The Red Belly Dace Project, the Leopard Fraud Project, the eDNA and Vaccine Drone Project. Yes, that's a real thing. And he's been a partner for about 7 years, and his advice is don't wait until you feel ready. Get involved in real work early. where the outcome matters and you're responsible for part of it. Stay curious, be open to non-linear paths, and build a reputation as someone others trust to solve problems and follow through.
Pablo Marin on the IC Aquatic Robotics team for 9 years now. Pablo's advice is you don't need to have everything figured out right away. Take classes outside of your comfort zone, join clubs you know nothing about, and say yes to opportunities that feel a little intimidating.
Anthony Montedonico, part of the Bioscience Advisory Board since 2017. His advice is always be curious and volunteer to help even when the task may seem difficult.
Tori Newman is a bioscience guest speaker and internship support. Tori's advice is to make the most of college. Explore your interests, try new things, and have a good time. It goes by really fast.
Elena Newmark, part of the Conservation Data Science team this year. Advice is to take opportunities that are exciting to you, even if they are in different fields. Diverse experiences will broaden your perspective, help you hone your passion, and ultimately provide you with a breadth of knowledge as you navigate your career and life. Ivan Portilla, part of the socially assistive robotics team for the last several years, also has been a part of many other teams over the years, and he's too humble to mention it. His advice, as an AI guy, you might catch this: trust your educator more than technology. Wait, where are all the amens? I was waiting for, okay. Craig Rayenkamp, part of the IC Aquatic Robotics team for the last 11 years. His advice is you might think we've been teaching technology and engineering, but we've really tried hard to teach you patience, perseverance, and teamwork. Those are the lessons that will serve you well as you move forward in life.
Evan Reeves from the Symphonation team and advisory board member. Evan's advice is to explore, lean into your passion, but stay open to alternate possibilities.
Marissa Rodriguez is part of the bioscience program for the last 8 years. Advice is to stay persistent and focus on acquiring skills and furthering your education versus getting a job right away. This will help you climb up the corporate ladder in the future. Avin Tremblay, part of the Symphonation team for the last couple of years. Her advice is to follow your wildest dreams and be prepared for life to surprise you. Also an alum.
Okay, we have Richard Van Gilder on the robotics leadership team. Advice is to always follow your heart. You will know what you want.
He's down at the VEX World's Championships right now, which is why he's not here. That's a good excuse. That's one of the better ones I've heard. Emily Watts is a part of the ISAT High School Internship Program for the last few years. Her advice is to be kind to yourself while you're figuring things out. College is new for everyone, even if it doesn't look like it. Try new things, stay open to change, and trust that it's okay if your path doesn't look exactly like you expected.
And we have Joe Wilson, part of the RV-12 Aeronautics for the past 4 years. And his advice is that life is like an airplane build. Just take it one rivet at a time.
We also wanted to recognize a few other mentors that came in tonight, like Kevin Miller from the Aeronautics team. Kevin, come on up. We'd also like to invite Jennifer Lasasso from the Bioscience team. Conservation, yeah? Bioscience, got it. As well as Ben Shepard from the STEAM team. You don't have to run. Those stairs are really scary. Please don't run. I saw someone take a spill today, and I won't say who it was. But he said it out loud. So, what can you do? Please take a moment to applaud all of our mentors.
Now I get to talk? All right. Okay, we're almost to the fun part where you get to go to see your students' area where they worked and did all the great magic and meet their program managers and learn about what they did. I'm just going to do some brief remarks here. It's really not this long. I'm Axel Reitzig. I'm the executive director here too. And this is the highlight of the year for us, is to celebrate with you, our mentors and our seniors. And the highlight of our work is getting to work with them day in and day out and see the wonderful things that they do. So, you know, students I'm going to be talking to right now, our seniors, congratulations. And, you know, it's a big step. I know you have your formal graduation from your high school coming soon. But I also want to say thank you for all the passion and the work and the imagination that inspires us and motivates us here as a staff at the Innovation Center. So for folks just to kind of know, and this is just a short little survey of the work that our students have been doing, but here's some of the things they've been up to this year, or during the time they've been involved in the Innovation Center. They've raised frogs and fish, and you can see some of the frogs over here if you go visit Bioscience with Ms. Snyder. They've taught cybersecurity and artificial intelligence to senior citizens and helped them kind of figure out how to navigate this new world that we're entering. They've flown a lot of drones, right? If you've seen the show, that's 300 at a time. I think they just did a show with 500. The most they've ever flown was 1,000. But they're also out there flying drones like our LiDAR drone to capture data for a whole variety of stakeholders. They've produced oodles of videos for Longmont, Meade, all kinds of people, Innovation Center, and you can see back there the big old boom, they do live streams. They did a lot of live streams this year. They've run lots of robotics tournaments. I think this year was like 23, Mrs. Downing, something like that. We have some of our seniors. Where's Kylie? I know you're heading down to Worlds on Monday or Tuesday, right? So Kylie's going to have a chance. And who else? Anyone else? Oh, yep. So we've got several of our seniors who are flying down to St. Louis to help run the World Championships down there. Isn't that neat? They've developed business plans. They've created art. They've designed games for schools for the blind in Vietnam and 3D printed those and sent them off to Vietnam. And they've taught camps. This is just like a survey. There's so much more that I could mention. And when you go to the breakouts, you'll learn in detail all the wonderful work that they've done in this time. And what I want to connect that with is something we've talked a lot about the last few years here. Being the Innovation Center, what does innovation mean? So I'm going to pause for a second and let everyone kind of think about that. What does innovation mean to you? Well, to us, the way we have come to define it, our working definition, is innovation, or innovation is something that is new, that's valuable, and it's realized, right? It's doing something in the world, it's going out into the world and helping make the world a better place. So I think you could hear from that little survey of the work that our students do that you truly are innovators, right? This is not just a name, but you are actually doing that work, and you're improving the world through your actions. So graduating is a transition in your life. It's a big transition. You are going to start what my youngest daughter taught me is called adulting, right? You got to be an adult. And so I didn't know that was a verb until Elizabeth graduated. And adulting is, you could say, a contact sport, right? It's a lot of work. You're going to be more vulnerable. It's going to be, you're more responsible for the things and the actions that you take in your life. It's also your chance to stretch your wings. So I had a couple thoughts maybe to share with you on this. Number one is you are more than ready for it. All the work you've done here has demonstrated your proficiency to be an adult, right? You're more adult than a lot of adults are. And so I'm excited to see you all enter that world and, again, to make our world a better place. The other thing, too, is this year we've had a theme of metamorphosis. You might have noticed coming into the building, or if you look past me through the windows, there's some construction going on over here, right? So this is an exciting expansion of our program and our building. And I'm going to share a fly-through here shortly so you can see. And later, if you have a chance, you can see some of the designs over here, right? But this is causing a lot of change for us. So we have had to think, how are we going to grow and change and metamorphosize as a program and as individuals and as people? And so that's what you have to think about too. So one thing we talk about is change is opportunity, right? So it can be frightening and intimidating, but if you look at it as opportunity, frame it in that way, I think that's going to help quite a bit. There's also this concept I'm really fond of called anti-fragile, right? So when we experience change or when we experience difficulties, there are kind of like three ways that we can respond. We can be fragile and break under that pressure. So like a very fragile vase might bust. We can be resilient, and that's very important, so you can maybe withstand that and come through change and pressure and not buckle under that. But there's another option too, which is this idea of anti-fragile. And that's how we can grow through opportunity and grow through pressure and grow through change. Think of an athlete who's training and they have to stress their muscles. That's how they build up their muscles, okay? So look at any challenges you come across as opportunities to grow. One other way to think about it is look at opportunities as energy bars that you can eat and make yourself more successful. And another concept we talk about here is dynamic stability. Anyone ride a bicycle, right? So that's an example of dynamic stability. You're moving, right? But you're also having to kind of keep your balance. And that's a really good metaphor, I think, for life. You want to keep moving. You want to keep advancing and growing, but you don't want to go so fast that you're going to topple over or crash. So think about dynamic stability. Second to last thought here is that you are not alone. So look around. Look at your neighbors up there, right? That's your team. Okay, you got your parents over here. You have your mentors here. Raise your hand if you're an alum and visiting tonight. So we have some alumni who are here tonight too, and we've created an alumni network on LinkedIn. So that's a team for you too. You have people to rely on. So don't be afraid to go talk with them and work with them and ask them for help when you need it. And finally, you've developed superpowers, right? You've learned all these amazing skills and developed this knowledge, and you know how to apply it, right? So apply it for good. You know, you think about any superhero like Spider-Man, we want to make sure that your innovation is in service to your community, not just to yourself. So those are some thoughts I had for you. And I would like to give one more round of applause, please, to our seniors. And thank you for your hard work, your imagination, and making our community such a wonderful community. Mentors, parents, and our staff. Where is our staff? Maybe raise your hand if you're an IC staff member. Look around. Okay. So they're all, yeah, let's give them a round of applause too. So I want to thank all of you because it's a collective effort to help raise children and help them get to being adults, right? Your patience, your humor, the time you spend, your transportation, moving these guys around, sharing your passion, your expertise. You know, this feeds and inspires them, and it feeds and inspires us. Probably the best analogy I have heard about being a parent and being a teacher is this idea of a stone or a rock being in a stream, right? That's the student or the youth, and we're the water. And over time, it takes time, but that stone will be polished, right? So that's what you have been able to contribute. So students, I would like you to applaud your parents and your mentors and your teachers, please, real quick. Make it loud. Come on, make it loud. That's not super loud. That's all right. We'll work on that. That'll be later too. So I think those are all my remarks. I want to thank everyone for being here tonight. I did mention we have alum. Again, raise your hand or stand up if you're an alumni. This is our 12th year as a program, and so we've got lots of alumni. And Owen was an alumni. Jake is an alumni. He's an OOG. There's Owen. So if you have a chance, feel free to connect with them, guys. They'll share their stories. They came back. It's kind of like being in the mafia, I guess. Like once you're in the family, you're always part of the family. So mention that it takes about 5 minutes, but do you guys want to see a fly-through of what the expansion is going to look like when it's done? Fantastic. Let's, Mr. Wilcox. All right, here we go. I'll kind of narrate when it seems like to help. This is going to be the south expansion, which is the blue part you see in front of you here. And we're going to be entering into what's called the gallery. So it's going to be a smaller version of the space we're in. It's right outside of our music innovation area too, so this is going to be a place where they can do concerts, recitals. Pretty neat, huh? There'll be a little stage in there. This software is amazing too. It's from our architects, and they're the exceptional architects. And that's the view into the courtyard, which you'll see here shortly. We are so fortunate that we have the chance to really fully build out our music innovation pathway. Innovation isn't just for technology, right? It's the arts. And so Kyle Liss has joined us thanks to a big donation from one of our sponsors for this year. And that's a recording studio we saw there. That's going to be a professional grade recording studio. All the things that's going to enable Kyle and his students to do is going to be amazing. There's also a space it's like a little workshop where students can learn how to repair musical instruments. There's a real big need. We get a lot of donations from the community, and they will be able to help get those instruments repaired in classrooms. Here's our hangar. You might notice how crowded our aerospace area is. So we need more room, and this is a very sizable hangar where we can put the airplane we're building. And if you weren't aware of that, you want to make sure you go visit aerospace and see the plane. But they'll also be able to fly drones inside when the weather's bad, or they might do first-person viewer flying. They have a workshop where they can build their airplanes and test them and all that good stuff. Also more room for our simulators. That's going to be our flight simulator room. Our artificial intelligence is going to be over here too. So Ms. Vu now has a lab to really work in. This is our design studio. Isn't that kind of cool? It's going to be 2 stories high. People on the second floor can look down and watch students in action. That's Mr. Work and Mr. Roberts' area. And it will have a kind of a door that opens out to the courtyard. So on nice summer days, they can open that and have some fresh air coming in. Speaking of the courtyard, check out this outdoor space which we'll have available to us. Mrs. Brome and her team run field trips 2 to 3 times a week for about 60 to 80 elementary kids. So here's another space for them to go out and learn and play and just be kids. And we're going to have a statue of Mrs. Brome on that ziggurat. Right, Kristen? Where'd she go? That patio there, too, could serve as an outdoor stage for a performance. So looking forward to having some kind of like festival, art, music festival. And you can see your students sitting up there and just entertaining the crowd. This is our event center, which we'll see here at in a little bit. We're thinking about the different ways we can engage students. So maybe we'll have a garden, some plants that are native plants, right? Athletic performance for a map studio, so our athletes who want to maybe do a 20-yard sprint and get timed on that. So we are curious about your ideas too. So if you have some suggestions of what we could do in this outdoor space, please share them. This literally is right over here. That's the space that the design studio opens out onto. The window there in the corner, that's where Mr. Roberts will have his video game design courses. So we're really excited about that being a fully built out pathway. Okay, we're going to go to the second floor. I keep telling them to put pictures of our staff or our students in here, but they don't do that. They just randomly choose these. I don't know where they get these people from, but they seem nice. So far, so good. What do you guys think? Do we need to let the architects know? Yeah? All right. This is where we'd connect with the main building, but we're going to turn around and check out the second floor. I mentioned that we can look down into the art studio space. We'll just have a lot more room for our classes, our P-Teach program, if you're familiar with that. That's our pathway where people who want to be teachers have that opportunity. They'll have more classroom space. Our professional development is housed in this building too. Those are the folks who support our teachers, so they need a lot more room when they do their work. And this is kind of a cool little general area. Lots of choices for anyone who uses the building. And that little window to the left there, that looks down over the hangar space. Here's some kind of conference rooms. And then there's a beautiful walkout balcony that we'll have access to, and we'll have this view of the mountains. It's going to be spectacular. But all these spaces are for students to use, right? It's not just for adults, and that's what I'm most excited about. Here's the balcony. I love how they just fly through walls. It's like, zoop. They don't have the mountains in this rendering, but they are there. Okay, so we're going to go through the courtyard into the event center, sometimes called Robodome, sometimes called Makerspace. Multi-use. It's going to be multi-use here. So there's room for, if it's with people seated at tables like this, around 250 people. If it's just chairs like this, over 350 people. So it's going to be a good-sized space. We can also divide it into two spaces. There's going to be a wall that runs right there along the mezzanine. We have a stage that will be whatever we need a stage for. And then going up to the mezzanine, this is probably, I think, one of my favorite features of the expansion. Check out the way people can interact or be engaged with an event from a different point of view. Right, isn't that, look at this. Pretty neat, huh? And again, our elementary kids, when they're doing field trips, or our middle school kids doing a robotics tournament, or our high school kids hosting a conference. Who knows? It's going to be only limited by our imagination. Now we're heading down into the area where the entrance is. And here, that straight ahead is where this connects with the current building, back over this area by arrow. And then we're just going to do one last walk around. And I just want to say, this is possible because our community support that we get from all of you and all the stakeholders across St. Vrain Valley Schools. This is a public education building, and so we're public education proud, and that's what we call the St. Vrain Advantage. So we appreciate that. Thank you all very much for taking a second to enjoy that. Was that good? Yeah? Fantastic. Just to let you know, Event Center will open in August. This back area opens next January. And I think we're going to do a photo now.
Yeah, so at this time, and by the way, if you didn't see all the photos up, you can look in more in depth and see the floor plans and stuff for those of us that like to geek out on that kind of stuff. But at this time, two things are going to happen. Number one, Mr. Willis is going to be directing us into a photo for all students, mentors, and Innovation Center staff members. So I'm going to need everybody to come down for a photo. And while they're doing that, I want to talk to the parents real quick and just say what I meant to say at the very, very beginning. I tell the students all the time, like, companies don't hire resumes, they hire people, right? Oh, by the way, I'm standing where the photo is going to be. I'll come over here. Companies hire people, not resumes. And, Axel did a really good job of pointing it out as well, that we're not like, we grade students' experience and we grade people's value too often in society on individual metrics, right? But they're human beings, and there's so much involved in that, and we know how much that includes you, obviously, the parents, the most important ones, the support system. So thank you for all that you do, that you've amazing, amazing individuals that come through our program, and they're because of you and all of your hard work and dedication. So thank you. Owen, do you need a microphone up there? Talk to us, man. Okay. Do you need a microphone?